Okay, let's move on to the next phase. This is design. So we've done discovery, now we're on to design. The point is, it's important to remember that your business needs a vision and your team needs a vision as well, especially executive teams. Often executive teams feel that their vision is the same as the business vision because they're running the business. But it's not actually true, because imagine, well, here's a question I'd love to ask executive teams. It's, what would happen if we didn't exist, if we never met? Sales will be running sales, and marketing will be running marketing, and operations will be running operations. Finance will be doing the finance. I'd be having conversations with you all now and again, the CEO. But do we need to be a team? Like, what benefit? What would we lose if we never actually collaborated, other than just according to the business processes that we have established? Put it another way, is our business thriving because of us or despite us? Right? So the point is that the team needs a vision. Like, what's the value that we actually need to add as an executive team? So in order to kind of get to this vision, we need to run a design process. And typically I would do this over 1 to 2 days. The goal would be, number one, to report back on the discovery process and find the loop. I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. Second is to co-create the agenda with the team. So, because this is what the discovery said, so actually, what do we most need to work on in the time we have together? Again, follow the energy. If I just impose what I think they need to do, people might start to lean back, get on their phones, disengage. And then generally, I find that a must do in these workshops is to build strategic clarity with what I call the CVI framework. And I'll explain what that is in a second. So if you've got a new team, you almost definitely need to do the CVI framework. If you've got an existing team, you might find there's some big issue you need to resolve in the team, and the whole 2 days actually needs to be spent addressing that. But I'm going to assume that there's a team which is generally functioning reasonably well. There's a few things that have come up. And now one of the key things you want to do is really define where does the dream team need to go? What does the dream team look like? So we'll talk about what is the CVI framework. Before we do that, though, let's talk about the loop. I said find the loop. So what I find is that there's generally some kind of vicious circle going on, like this. I'll talk about this one. This is from an actual client.